Hey there, second grade. How's everybody doing today? And welcome back to another remote learning math lesson with Mr. Enzi. Today, we are going to continue to look at the coins that we have already learned. The penny, the nickel, and the dime. And today, we are going to learn a new coin called the quarter. So let's get started as I shrink myself into the corner. Today we are going to be doing grade 2, lesson 1.8, the quarter. So let's review the coins we have already learned. Now remember that coins are money. So we learned back in first grade, we learned about the penny and that the penny is copper and it's worth 1 cent. And then we learned about the nickel. And the nickel is silver, and it's a little bit bigger than the penny, and it's worth 5 cents. And then we learned about the dime, and the dime is our smallest coin that we have, but it's worth 10 cents. Now, in order for us to be really good at counting coins, we have to be able to count by some numbers. So let's practice that as a warm-up. Up first, we are going to practice counting by ones. All right, and we're going to count pennies, counting by ones. So let's count pennies. Here we go. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Awesome job! In order to be good at counting nickels, we have to be good at counting by fives. So let's count by fives all the way to 100. Here we go. 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. Awesome job. And if we want to be good at counting by dimes, we have to be good at counting by tens. So let's count to 100 with dimes. So that means we're going to count by tens. 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Awesome job. Now, pennies, nickels, and dimes are great coins, but they're also joined by the quarter. The quarter is one of our bigger coins. It's bigger than the penny, it's bigger than the nickel, and it's bigger than the dime. And it's also worth more money. The quarter is worth 25 cents. And on the heads side of the quarter is good old George Washington. So we learn to count by ones, fives, and tens, but we don't learn to count by 25s. But that is going to be an important skill when we learn to count by quarters. So 1 quarter is worth 25 cents. 2 quarters is 50 cents. 3 quarters is 75. 4 quarters is 100. 5 quarters is 125, 150, 175, 200. So let's practice counting by 25s. 25, 50, 75, 100, 125, 150, 175, 200. So these first 4 numbers are going to be important because if you have 1 quarter, it's 25. 2 quarters is 50. 3/4, 75, and 4/4 get you to $1. So how much money do we have? So let's take a look at our first one. The first thing we need to do is we need to be able to recognize our coins. So I like to do a couple of things. I like to write down what the coin is, and then I like to write how much the coin is also. So this is a dime. So I wrote a D for dime. And underneath it, I'm going to write how much a dime is. A dime is worth 10 cents. Our next coin is a penny. It's copper. And a penny is worth 1 cent. So now I have to add up my numbers. I have 10 plus one more. How much do I have in all? In all, I have 11 cents. The cent sign is a letter C with a line that goes through it, and it comes after our numbers. Let's try another one. How much money do I have now? Well, remember, I like to always write what the coin is. My coin here is a nickel. How much is a nickel worth? Well, a nickel is worth 5 cents. And right next to it is another nickel. And that nickel is worth 5 cents. And then I have a penny. And the penny is worth 1 cent. So now I have to add up those 3 coins. 5 plus 5. And 5 plus 5 is 10. And now I have 10 plus one more. 11 cents. Oh, wait a second. I thought I had 11 cents here. And I did. So I can make 11 cents 2 different ways. I can use a dime and a penny, or I can use 2 nickels and 1 penny. Wow, pretty cool. Let's take a look at another example. This time I have a nickel, and the nickel is worth 5 cents. And then I have lots of pennies. A penny that's worth 1, another 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 penny, and then 1 more penny after that. And I always like to write my coin, the letter of the coin, and I like to write the amount because that helps me get better at adding up my coins. Well, let's add them up. Now, when we add them, we're not just counting coins, we're adding up the value. 5 plus 1 more is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 cents. Wait a second. I just made 11 cents 3 different ways. I used a dime and a penny. I used 2 nickels and a penny. I used a nickel and 6 pennies, and they all equal 11 cents. One of those ways is an efficient way. If I was shopping at Wawa and they gave me 11 cents change, I hope that they would only give me 2 coins, a dime and a penny, because then it wouldn't jingle around too much in my pocket. If they gave me a nickel and 6 pennies, well, they would give me 11 cents, but that would be a lot of coins to carry around in my pocket. But each way still equals 11 cents. Let's take a look at another one. This time we have our quarter. Who remembers how much the quarter is worth? Well, the quarter is worth 25. And then we have 1 penny. 25 plus 1 more. 26 cents. Awesome job. All right, you should have received some supplies from your teacher. One of those supplies is a grade 2 Math resource pack. It was probably in a sheet protector. So I want you to look through that Math resource pack, and I want you to find the page that has the 3 piggy banks and place that sheet inside your sheet protector so that you can write on your sheet protector with a dry erase marker and then erase it and write on it again, because we are going to practice some coins together. So if you have to hit the pause button while you find this, go ahead and do so, because I'm going to get started by shrinking myself again into the corner. So what we're going to be doing is Mr. Enzi is going to ask you to make a certain amount in 3 different ways. We already did 11 cents 3 different ways. This time we're going to try and make 12 cents 3 different ways. Now, we're not going to be drawing our coins. What we're going to really do is we're going to write the letter of the coins. So for 12 cents, I'm going to start you off. 1 dime equals 10 cents. And then we have a penny and another penny. So I have 10, 11, 12. I made 12 cents using 3 coins. Now, on your second piggy bank, I want you to make 12 cents a different way. That means I don't want you to use a dime. Can you do it? Go ahead and think, and if you have to hit the pause button, go ahead. My second way is to use 1 nickel, 2 nickels, a penny, and another penny. Because a nickel is 5, another nickel is 5, and pennies are each 1. 5, 10, 11, 12. Again, I made 12 cents a different way. And then I'm going to try to make 12 cents another way. This time I'm going to choose to do the longest way there is. And that's just using pennies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And each penny is worth 1. So when I count all of my pennies one at a time, I get 12. So I have made 12 cents 3 different ways. I used a dime and 2 pennies. I used 2 nickels and 2 pennies. And I used 12 pennies. And it all equals 12 cents. Go ahead and clear your sheet protector. Let's try another one. This time, I want you to try to make 15 cents 3 different ways. Be sure to write those coins down on your sheet protector. Go ahead and hit the pause button as you think of the 3 ways to make 15 cents. All right, I'm going to get ready to go over them. So if you haven't finished, you might want to hit that pause button. To make 15 cents, my first way was a dime and a nickel. 10 plus 5 is 15. 10 in the rock, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I can also use my number grid to help me count. Now my second way to make 15 was this. I used a dime because the dime got me the 10 cents. And then I counted by ones. I added up my pennies. Dime, penny, 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 penny. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 cents. And the last way I chose was to use 3 nickels because I can count by fives. Nickel, nickel, nickel. 5, 10, 15. Now there's other ways you could have done it. I bet some of you chose to write 15 pennies. That would work. Boy, that's a lot of writing. So I like to use some ways that are a little bit more efficient. Some of you may have used 1 nickel and 10 pennies. That's another way to make 15 cents. All right, my mathematicians, your seesaw activity is going to ask you to make a certain money amount 3 different ways using the coins that we've been practicing. So I can't wait to see how smart you are becoming. Go ahead and get started in your seesaw activity as you practice counting coins. See you soon.